Hey, how is it going? Welcome back to
Story time, story time, story time.
I'm Bonnie G. Good to see you all. So good to see
yes. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
You right. Shalom. Absolutely. If you don't know, this is Auntie Shelly on the beat. But that's right. I used to do it for myself, but then I learned something about community. And so now I do it for the community.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
We are super excited because we are, first off, we're under open heaven.
Yes.
Not a lot of people get to be a part of this. Mm-hmm. In fact, not a lot of angels get to be a part of it.
Yep.
So you, the seed of Jacob, and the engrafted, okay, are a part of something special.
Exclusive invitation.
I mean, ooh.
VIP velvet rope.
You pop your collar. I don't know if we still pop our collar. Pop your collar on that, all right? So you're part of something special. In fact, we're going to get into it in Jubilees 2 and 18. What you say? Oh, you want to know where I got that from? Hey, good question. We'll be reading Jubilees 2 and 18 from the Sefer. That's right. We purchased this book from Sefer.net.com. So be sure you use your Storytime discount.
Yes.
10% is 10%.
Yep.
And remember that in the O in the word story is actually a 0, and the E in the word time is actually a 3 as we're going back to the covenant. See that? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. So yes, Sefer here. And we'll be reading out of your Sefer, the Maccabees. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all ready? I'm super excited because it's always exciting when when you about to hear why he made what he made.
Yes.
Always excited. So Shalom, Auntie Cammy, good to see you. All right. And he gave us a great sign. Be in the room as I read this. Know that he's speaking to you. So this is straight up for you, okay? And he gave us a great sign, the Sabbath, that we should work 6 days, but guard the Sabbath on the 7th day from all work. And all the angels of the presence and all the angels of sanctification, these 2 great classes he has bidden us to guard the Sabbath with him in heaven and on earth. And he said unto us, behold, I will separate unto myself a people from amongst all the peoples, and these shall guard the Sabbath. And I will sanctify them unto myself as my people, and will bless them as I have sanctified the Sabbath, and do sanctify it unto myself. Even so will I bless them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from amongst all that I have seen.
Present.
And have written him down as my firstborn son. Hallelujah. And have sanctified him unto myself forever and ever. And I will teach them the Sabbath, that they may guard the Sabbath thereon from all work. And thus he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should guard the Sabbath. Yes, with us on the 7th day, to eat and to drink, and to bless him who has created all things as he has blessed and sanctified unto himself a peculiar people above all peoples, and that they should guard the Sabbath together with us. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yes.
May Yah add a blessing to the hearer and reader of his word. Hallelujah.
Guard the Sabbath.
God, he ain't playing. He was like, don't worry, I will do it. Mm-hmm. I will teach you.
Yep.
Don't worry. I will sanctify them. Mm-hmm. I will be their Elohim. They gonna be my people. He knows. I love it because he even in that speech he speaks of a process.
Yes.
And I will teach them the Sabbath.
Yes.
So he himself know that these people will have to be detoxed.
Yes. Yes. He knew it. Yeah.
And they will have to come into remembrance. Mm-hmm. And they're going to come to a people of unlearned, so they won't know. So I will teach them the Sabbath. Don't worry, I'm going to be patient with them.
Yep.
I'm going to teach them.
Yep.
You ain't got to do nothing.
Yep. I'll teach them. Yep. Because there's going to be some ruthless people out there.
Absolutely.
Crooked people that don't want to teach us. They're going to teach us wrong.
Yes.
He said, but I'll get them on the right track.
I'm gonna get them on the right
I'll
track.
get them on the right track.
See, Shabbat Shalom, hallelujah.
And how does it get us on the right track? By reading all these books and
Facts.
reading the books they left out.
Absolutely.
So it connects with the ones we've already read. And we have a better understanding.
That's it.
He'll teach us.
He will teach us. We have a recap. Auntie Shelly, and Auntie Shelly isn't here with us, but she is here with us. So if you see her break down the words and names and stuff, just know she's here with us. All right.
Yes. Okay, so we know that they keep coming for Yehuda Maccabee, him and his brother. It's Simeon, right? I don't know why sometimes I want to say Simeon.
Simeon. I think it's Simeon. It's Simeon.
I think it is Simeon. The Maccabee brothers. Ooh, they sound like they scared the Maccabees. Let's go get the Maccabees.
Listen, if your last name was Maccabee,
I want to change my last name. I'll be a Maccabee.
I mean, I'm good with mine, but still, I get it. I'm a Gillette, you know what I'm saying? We sharp, okay? Quick on our toes.
Anyway.
Catch you if you keep on playing, okay?
Anyway, the priest tried to make this move against Yehuda Maccabee and go to the other king and make this deal. And they burnt incense on Yahuwah's altar to this other king. And the other king laughed in their face. So I don't want none of this. I want Yehuda. And if I make it back here alive, you better have Yehuda here. So then these priests are going to go make this little prayer unto Yahuwah. But they was praying for the altar and for the temple. Like, Yahuwah, this place belongs to you. Like, guard it. Basically, they were saying, it really was selfish, basically, because they were really,
two-faced.
Yeah. They were really praying for themselves because they wanted to keep that position. And they knew if Yehuda came, they wouldn't. So they making a just-in-case prayer, basically. But then Yehuda, who is somewhere else, he goes to Yahuwah and prays, this is for you.
Absolutely.
Let your name be great. Just like it was back in the day. Let your name be great. And so, of course, Yahuwah killed that king. He didn't make it back safe.
He knew what he was doing when he said, if.
He knew if he ran into Yehuda, there's a chance. He may not make it back. So, he did not make it back. And then they were telling us how great Rome had gotten. And most of it is because we had snitches. We had spies. We had people who, like those priests. That Yehuda had won all this. Well, Yahuwah had used Yehuda to gain all this ground back. And you go and just hand to the enemy.
That's it.
Here you go. Yehuda not here. Here you go. The enemy laughs at your face. Go, I want the man.
I don't want this.
Because if the man is still alive, I'm in jeopardy. I can't relax here. Because Yehuda's still alive. He ain't finna go for this. But we still see that the Maccabee brothers still on the scene.
Yes, they are.
They still on the scene. And so that's kind of where we are. Are we on verse 11? I think I know we're down
so
here.
We're in okay, so right now, like she mentioned, I think now, should I just start from verse 8, chapter 8?
I mean, you can. We read all this, but you can.
Okay, because I'm showing hearts and love to my auntie. We did read, okay.
And when I say things like, not even say things like, but Yehuda is Judah. Yahuwah, of course, is Yahuwah. And I know sometimes it can get like a little confusing, but I want you to think about it for a minute, because I was going to stop doing it. And the Ruach was like, look, that's how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be his image. And if we're talking about one, see, because Yah was in their names. they were supposed to be that close
Absolutely.
to him that sometimes instead of saying Yehuda, you would say Yahuwah.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that's how it's supposed to be. So that's why we need to start putting Yah back in these people's names.
Absolutely.
It's hard at first because you do keep hearing Yah, but that's why they took it out, because they don't like hearing his name.
They don't like hearing you praise when they praise him. Because you're praising him if you call someone name.
Yeah,
and they
every
don't
time
like
you say his
praise.
name, yeah. They do not like hearing his name. And so don't give them what they want, what they really, really want.
And on accident, we've been naming our babies with Yah.
Yeah.
They've been some biblical, some not, but some of them have Yah in it. I don't care if it's teriyaka.
Yeah.
It's in there. Yah's in there.
Yah or El.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to start on chapter 8 because I don't even know how to break this up or how to like describe. All right, so now Yehuda had heard of the Romans, I'll say Romans, that they were mighty and valiant men and such as, so I'm not going to start there because we did read that. So like you have mentioned, we have learned about the Romans and basically how the Romans came in piece by piece and start taking over.
With peace.
Like it said peace and patience. That's how they won.
That's how they won, with peace and patience.
All right. So I'm going to go back to verse 11 because that's where we stopped. All right. It was told him, besides how they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them, and told them, they're talking about the priests, right? Because they're going back and told the king. You remember that?
Yeah.
So I said they real two-faced, okay? Smile in your face, okay, but with their friends and such as relied upon them kept amity, and that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh, so much so as all that heard of their name were afraid of them. Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they displaced, finally, that they were greatly exalted.
So basically they're saying those Romans helped on either helped. Okay, we'll tell you we're going to help you. We're going to put you in power. They help, but they don't put them out. They take it. They was crafty and shifty. And let's put it this way: they never kept their promise.
Do they do that now?
No, exactly. It's the same thing. Same bird.
Okay, so because I wanted to read what was amity.
I think that's kept peace.
Yes. So for my understanding, yes. So I was thinking it was something mean or something like that.
Because remember, they're being nice because they want,
and they kept friends. Yeah. All right. Verse 14. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple, to be magnified thereby. So that's how you kept your identity, right? By your crowns. So this is how we can tell you apart.
Yeah, so basically they're saying they didn't really make themselves king because then that would raise too much.
Yes, so they didn't bring notice. They didn't bring recognition to themselves. Yeah. Or you know what I'm saying?
They just basically like took over your land and took over the government.
Absolutely.
Yeah, blended in, so to speak. Yeah.
Moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulted always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered.
Yes.
So again, they're
thinking, because the Romans had a Senate. Yeah.
And look,
senators.
And absolutely. Nothing new is under the sun.
Nothing.
And then it said to the end so that they might be well ordered. That is the whole goal. Is to keep these in control. Keep control. Because at the end, we just want control.
Yeah.
So how we get the control?
They don't care. They sit in the room and and I hope you all know that the senators we even have now, the ones that are together, like the ones that are confederate together against Yahuwah, they will hold secret meetings at night and keep out the senators because there's a few senators that, ain't really part of them, but they'll hold meetings, and as long as they have a certain number, whatever they say goes.
That's it.
So they'll hold secret, like little meetings, and decide what's going to happen. That's why I think, how long is a Senate term? Anyone know? I think they stay in the longest. And nobody really trips that those senators are in there making laws.
You know what's crazy is we was just really talking about this, Nashana and I, on Storytime History on YouTube. I mean on Instagram, 3 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Shameless plug. And we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
In the book, Valley of the Dry Bones. Tune in next Monday if you missed it.
Yeah.
But that's crazy that we'll mention and you see it here. Wow. And that they committed
4 years. Senators are 4 years. Okay. Just like a president.
4 years. Oh. Again, like I political stuff, y'all, I ain't going back like I know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about that. All right. And they pretty much I don't know much about anything. The longer you being true, you be like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, verse 16. And that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
That's just like we have a president.
You're
going to choose that one.
And he's control over that whole.
President 4 years, senators 4 years.
Here it was a year. But I wonder time was different. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's still I'm just talking about the terms of the Senate.
Oh yeah, it's the same.
Like theirs might have been different, but ours is 4 years.
Yes.
So you see the senators and the president working together, because you barely hear of what a vice president does. Barely.
Oh wow.
Probably because he undercover.
Or she undercover.
Or they doing something shady. They doing something, because I think the vice president is I
we don't even need to talk about her.
No, I'm just talking about in general. I didn't talk about her.
Yeah, my mind was going over it.
Yeah, but remember that one man rules over the country. The president is not supposed in our democratic, but he definitely rules over the people. He can make an executive order anytime he wants to, and it becomes a law. That's the king. That's not a vote. I didn't vote. Yep.
Verse 17. Yes, Cammie goes on to say, so much like today, a mirror.
Yep. And all these parallels.
In consideration of these, Yehuda chose Eupomis, the son of Jonathan, the son of Hakos, and Yacon, the son of Eleazar, and sent them to Rome to make a league of amity and confederacy with them, and to entreat them that they would take the yoke from them. For they saw that the kingdom of Yavanim did oppress Yasharel with servitude. They went therefore to Rome, which was a very great journey, and came into the Senate, where they spoke and said, Yehuda Maccabee with his brethren, and the people of the Yahudim have sent us unto you to make a confederacy and peace with you, and that we might be registered your confederates and friends. So that matter pleased the Romans well. And this is the copy of the Sefer which the Senate wrote back in the tables of brass and sent to Jerusalem, that there they might have be them a memorial of peace and confederacy. Good success to the Romans and to the people of Judah by sea and by land forever. The sword also and the enemy be far from them. The sword also and the enemy be far from them. If there come first any war upon the Romans or any of their confederates throughout all their dominion, the people of Yahudim shall help them, as time shall be appointed with all their hearts. Neither shall they give anything unto them that make war upon them, or aid them with victuals, something to eat, weapons, money, or ships, as it has seemed good unto the Roman. But they shall keep their covenant without taking anything therefore. In the same manner also, if war come first upon the nation of Yahudim, the Romans shall help them with all their hearts. according as the time shall be appointed them. Neither shall victuals be given to them that take part against them, or weapons, or money, or ships, as it has seemed good to the Romans. But they shall keep their covenant, and that without deceit. According to these articles, did the Romans cut a covenant with the people of Yahudim. Howbeit, if hereafter the one party or the other shall think to meet to add or diminish anything, they may do it at their pleasures. And whatsoever they shall add or take away shall be rectified. And as touching the evils that Demetrius does to the Yahudim, we have written unto him, saying, wherefore made your yoke heavy upon our friends and confederates of the Yahudim. If therefore they complain any more against you, we will do them justice and fight with you by the sea and by land.
Okay, this is a big plot twist
Absolutely.
for me. I did not see this coming because you just prayed to get rid of them, and now I'm like, is this a tactic? Is this because basically they're saying, I don't have beef with you. You be cool with me, I'll be cool with you.
Yes.
Basically, that's what they're saying. If somebody comes against us, you help us. If they come against you.
So she goes on Nishan facts. Nishan goes, Auntie Shana, she says, yeah, it's so intentional. We are dealing with the Confederate spirit in the Valley of the Dry Bones. She's talking about this is exactly what we've been talking about in the Valley of the Dry Bones. Yes. Today.
Wow. See, I missed it today.
Today. Crazy.
Man, why did today I have to miss? Yeah, they're making I'm like, this is a plot twist I did not see coming.
Yeah. And
this don't sound like something Yehuda would do. And I'm sitting there like, I mean, I kind of get it. No, I don't kind of get it. I don't kind of get it.
But you know what? I think this is
I know you got underhanded people and they're doing stuff and they lost the ground that you gave them, but still, you just prayed to Yahuwah. So what's really going on?
You know what's crazy is I think this is why we're still under Rome's system today. Because of this. Well, no, because Yah didn't make a covenant with them. Yahudi and Maccabees did.
Yeah, because the people were scared. I get it. I get that the people scared. I get that they're going behind your back and you're losing ground. And maybe this is his way of saying, let's at least keep our kingdom. And we're going to get to follow Torah in our kingdom. And so the Romans are our friends. I think he's thinking, and I don't know, that the Romans are our friends, but we're going to get to keep our kingdom, do it like we want to, because they're going to be our friends. As long as we don't mess with them, they won't mess with us. We'll get to keep Torah. I'm thinking, are you thinking that? Because he didn't say we'll follow your gods.
No,
he didn't say nothing like that. He just said we can be friends. We can do this out of friendship. We ain't got to do all this.
But it could be a whole, like, remember Yahuda? Yahuda, when she befriended the king, but for the sake of
that's
the people.
What I'm thinking. Is that this?
I mean, he could say what he said, and then at the next day slice the Roman's head off, for the people, though. So it but that's why it's so good. It's like a drama. You get it? It's just a drama. So
because it's a plot twist.
This is twists and turns, left and right. Are you going straight, or are you listen, sir? Are you going narrow? What are you doing? I guess if I keep reading, we're gonna find out. Huh?
Yes.
All right. One more comment. I think it's really quite crazy that it says that they agreed to add one thing and to take away some things, because I think that's something about that too. Anyhow, furthermore, chapter 9. Furthermore, when Demetrius heard that Nicanor and his host were slain in battle, he sent Bahitis and Alcimus into the lands of Yahuda the second time, and with them the chief strength of his host, who went forth by the way that leads to Gilgal, and pitched their tents before Masalos, which is in Arbel. And after they had won it, they slew many people. Also, the first month of the 152nd year, they encamped before Jerusalem. from whence they removed and went to Berea, with 20,000 footmen and 2,000 horsemen. Now Yehuda had pitched his tent in El-Ah-leh, the 3,000 chosen men with him, who seeing the multitude of the other army to he so great were sore afraid. Whereupon many conveyed themselves out of the host, so much so as abode of them no more but 800 men. When Yehuda therefore saw that his host slipped away, and that the battle pressed upon him, he was sore troubled in his mind, and much distressed, for that he had no time to gather them together. Nevertheless, unto them that remained he said, let us arise and go up against our enemies, if perchance we may be able to fight with them. But they disheartened him, saying, we shall never be able. Let us now rather save our lives, and hereafter we will return with our brethren and fight against them, for we are but few. Then Yehuda said, far be it that I should do this thing and flee away from it, that I should do this thing and flee away from them. If our time has come, let us die manfully for our brethren, and let us not slain our honor. Right, listen, we're not going to sacrifice our honor because we
no punks. Like, first of all, why y'all running?
First off, we've been doing this for our brother.
Yeah.
We never did it for ourselves.
Yeah. We not new to this, but
we've been
scared now because it's Rome and they got elephants or whatever, and they've been doing so what?
Not knowing that the leader, the captain, he already have his own doubts, but he is fighting just like you fight.
Yeah.
And he's making a choice to stand up.
Yeah.
And like, no, if it's our time to die, then let us die for our brother.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna sacrifice our honor.
Yeah. Y'all running.
We ain't doing that. We can't live forever anyway. Verse 11. With that, the host of Bacchides removed out of their tents and stood over against them, their horsemen being divided into 2 troops, and their slingers and archers going before the host, and they that marched in the forward were all mighty men. As for Bacchides, he was in the right wing. So the host drew near on 2 parts and sounded their shofars. They also, of Yehuda's side, even they sounded their shofars also, so that the earth shook at the noise of the armies, and the battle continued from morning till night.
Just the fact that battle continued that long, and Yehuda didn't even hardly have that many men.
800
What's
people.
that telling you? What's that telling you? Against those thousands.
And listen,
it should have been over like that.
Facts. Absolutely.
They still battling.
Facts. And on top of that, he said, "Oh, you think you're gonna? You think I'm not gonna blow my own shofar?
Yeah, you think I'm scared of your little trumpet?
Oh, did you not know what he did to our forefathers?
Okay.
Throw your rod down and watch mine eat yours. Let's go. All right, where am I?
14.
Now, when Yehuda perceived that Bacchides and the strength of his army were on the right side, he took with him all the hardy men who discomfited the right wing and pursued them unto the mount of Ashdod.
That's the not scaredy cats. He took all the warriors with him. Let's get them.
Absolutely. But when they of the left wing saw that they of the right wing was discomfited, they followed upon Yehuda and those that were with him hard at the heels from behind. Whereupon there was a sore battle, so much so as many were slain on both parts. Yehuda also was killed. Wait a minute. Oh, tear. I can't even get it because my braid's too tight. But if it could, there would be a tear that went down. May he continue to rain it. Go ahead. You did your thing. All right. So, wow. Dang, Yehuda. Not to dang you, but man. Well, Yehuda also was killed, and the remnant fled.
But see, notice, Yehuda got killed because y'all scared.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And not that Yahuwah couldn't have saved him, but Yahuwah's probably thinking, let me get my boy.
Yeah.
Because these people is acting up.
And their focus is on the numbers.
Yeah.
Not realizing that, dude, y'all been fighting against many people this entire time. You've been outnumbered.
Yeah. Been outnumbered.
Why is this different?
And this time and even the fact that Yehuda took these men and all the strong men after these thousands, they were beating them. How'd y'all let them other two slip behind and go behind Yehuda? You were supposed to defend that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, it's like y'all just said, they're over this too many. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm trying to save my life.
Y'all supposed to defend that. Don't let him get behind you. Don't let him get behind Yehuda.
Listen.
So that's like Yehuda was like, yeah, let me get my boy up out of here.
Yeah, come on. And then what y'all do? You better run for it, run. They out. The remnant fled. Now this can be a y'all thing, or this can be just your nerves and human, and you just listen. I ain't trying to die today. I'm trying to get home.
Yeah, but still, you're in a war.
You know.
That's why Yehuda said, if it's time for us to die, I'm dying for Yahuwah.
Yep. He said we're gonna die for our people.
Yeah.
Man. So sad though, so sad. All right. Verse 19. Then Jonathan and Shimeon took Yehuda, their brother, and buried him in the sepulchre of his fathers in Modim. Moreover, they bewailed him, and all Yasharel made a great lamentation for him, and mourned many days, saying, how is this valiant man fallen that delivered Yasharel? As for the other things concerning Yehuda and his wars, and the noble act which he did, and his greatness, they are not written, for they were very many.
So he won way more wars than this.
And they can't figure out how did this one?
Yeah, why is this one? Because y'all let it happen. You didn't defend him.
Y'all worked in fear. Y'all try to fight in fear, and it can't work together. Can't work together.
And he's been fighting for years. And it could just be that Yahuwah said, come on, baby, tired.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
And it could be, let's see if what you taught your brothers are really in them if you're not there.
Yes. What happens?
Let's see what's really in them.
What happens now? Unfortunately, we're human and we all have to leave here sometime.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah said, I'm taking Yehuda.
Yes. Yes. Listen, I'll be real. Let me get on that. You want me to get on the ladder?
If you want to.
I'll get on the ladder.
Okay, go.
It's pretty
I'll help you if you fall.
Okay. It's pretty. He could be like, you know what? This is a picture of Yehuda. I'm going to capture you guys up, gather you up, and send you home. Come on. Bring you into where what have you. Just a picture.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully.
I mean, and we learn like from a lot of like the past prophets and all that. As far as we know, they might have went to go stick the sword into Yehuda, but before that even happened, he snatched the soul. Then the sword went through the body.
Yep.
Like,
absolutely.
Because Yehuda was definitely one of Yahuwah's.
Absolutely.
Like, that's my man.
Y'all related to that man, okay?
Yeah.
And those that was fighting with him, we related to him. See?
And that also teaches us that there are some who have died for Yahuwah. So when you say, for him I live and for him I die, you better mean it.
Absolutely.
You better mean it.
And not just on a spiritual thing.
Yeah, not just a spiritual
thing. For him
thing.
I live and for him I die daily.
Yeah. Yeah.
I stopped smoking. I stopped cussing people. I die daily. No, you better mean that.
You better mean it.
When stuff hit the fan, you better mean what you're saying and say what you mean.
You better mean what you say.
Because that die daily gonna be put to test. Okay.
Yep. Because some of it is gonna be like, Because we look at it like, oh man, Yehuda died.
Yeah.
And Yehuda's like, what y'all crying for? I'm chilling.
I'm good. Like
I'm in one of them heavens.
Right. Probably the seventh.
Probably.
Probably
I'm hanging with the forefathers.
We
Hey, Granddad Abraham, what's up?
You probably like, man, if y'all knew what I had to deal with, they'd be like, no, I know.
Yeah.
They're my descendants down there.
I know that's the fake people. They turned on you, didn't? Some of them turned on you, didn't?
Just like them Hebrews.
Just like them.
Not every one of them, but Aaron goes on to say, cowards got Yehuda killed. I mean, it could be just, it could be that, and then it also can be like Shabbat Shalom. It could be just like you said. You know what? Time is up. I need to see if all that you taught them is in them now.
Yep.
Just like he was like, dude, I ain't gonna be with you always. Like, come on, you don't know what this is already? You don't know?
Yeah. I ain't even finna lie to y'all. I'm so sad right now. Like somebody, I'm not gonna say like somebody really died, because somebody really did die.
He did die.
He really did die, but
he was a beast.
I'm like,
Brother man was a beast, okay?
Like I am really like, I'm seriously like if I just heard like, somebody like today pass away in my family.
Well, yeah.
Like I seriously feel like that right now. But
you better suck that tear up.
Yeah.
You see my
eyes?
Yes,
for
suck
real
it
water.
Up. Yes, suck it up.
I'm good though.
Yes, you are. Suck it up. Okay.
I'm good because I learned. You better mean what you're saying.
Yeah.
He meant what he said.
Please don't pull no die daily here.
Yeah. Because you can't die unless you were a dom.
Right. Okay, brother man died several times.
He died a whole bunch of times. He had to go pick it back up. But yeah, you could lose your life. Whole bunch of prophets lost their life.
What makes you different?
Yes.
You set apart, but you ain't that different.
Yes. So you better mean what you say. And if you're gonna hold up the bloodstained banner till you die, you better mean it or don't sing it. Yeah, because you know how to usher me.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's a cute little song. Do you mean it or do you not?
Yeah, I know. He said, mean what you say what you mean. Say it with your chest.
We finna fight. Okay. Sorry, y'all.
All right. See, I'm playing with you so much.
You're on 23, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Now, after the death of Yehuda, the wicked began to put forth their heads in all the coast of Yasharel. Go figure.
Because they like, he did.
He did. Really? For real. It's like, what you say, it only take one bullet?
One bullet. They're like, he did.
Kill the Listen, if y'all see me stiff, it's because the back of my neck is pretty tight. Okay? Just let me robot, okay? Don't worry. These braids are a little tight. Right, but I'm moving such like braids is tight. All right. Wicked. Let me see. Heads in all. Let me see. Put their heads in all the coast of Yasharel, and there arose up such as wrought iniquity.
They trying to move in now. All those sinners.
But the crazy thing is that it should have been some kind of, I know the remnant fled, but boy, they could have stood up against that.
Yes.
You couldn't listen,
they should have said, Yahuwah, who got next?
Right.
Which one of us, which one of y'all who did you appoint?
I'll go.
Yeah. Who did you appoint? Who got next? But
no. In those days, also was there a very great famine, by reason whereof the country revolted. This is so crazy. Let's talk about this. And went with them. Then Better-Hittis chose the wicked men and made them Adonim of the country. They made inquiry and search for Yahuda's friends, and brought them unto Better-Hittis, who took vengeance of them and used them despite
snitches. See, snitches in your own land, giving up your own people.
Absolutely.
Like, oh no, Yehuda's dead. They're coming for us. Give them what they want.
Yeah, who was fighting with them though? I need you to search. Yeah, go get the ones that was fighting with them.
Go get them. They should have said no. Get you no one.
It's that you can't go through my brother unless you go through me.
Yeah, like
that's all lacking.
How you delivering them up?
Like
they just fought for you. Now you scared.
That's why you alive today, because we all fought for you.
Yeah, and now you're gonna just give them up.
Boy, how this stuff passed through all these generations and show up today, I don't know. So was there a great affliction in Yasharel, the like whereof was not since the time that a prophet was not seen among them. For this cause all Yehuda's friend came together and said unto Jonathan, since your brother Yehuda died, we have no man like him to go forth against our enemies in Bahidis, and against them of our nation that are adversaries to us. Now therefore we have chosen you this day to be our prince and captain in his stead, that you might fight our battles. Upon this, Jonathan took the governance upon him at that time and rose up instead of his brother Yehuda.
This is interesting, but the part I'm worried about is the people chose him.
Yes. Oh, girl,
I'm gonna need to see where Yahuwah gave the okay.
Yeah, then y'all might just be causing another unfair battle.
Just because he's your brother don't mean he the next, don't mean he's not Yehuda. He's Jonathan.
Absolutely, he's Jonathan.
Just because he a Maccabee don't mean he the one.
But all things work together.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
We will, but because people will put you in a position.
But I hope everybody has just seen that big shift. That now it's all in the Romans' hands.
Everything, and it's still in the Romans' hands.
Yeah, that's why this little thing right here is like, well, did this even work? Because we know when Yeshua comes on the scene, the Romans are in charge. And then it says like they put their own. I can't.
Yeah, because the people sure did choose him. So now
the people chose him.
I don't know if anybody's heart is racing, but I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Wow. Where am I?
32.
But when Bacchidus, I'm tearing his name up tonight, but it's all right, got knowledge thereof, he sought for to slay him. Then Jonathan and Shimon, his brother, and all that were with him, perceiving that, fled into the wilderness of Tekoa, and pitched their tents by the water of the pool of Asphar.
Okay, Simeon is there, so it makes me feel a little better. Because
but this
Simeon
is not the same Simeon, though.
It's the brother.
Yeah, his brother. Yeah.
Okay. Remember, first it was Yehuda and Simeon that was fighting together. So now Jonathan has Simeon, but still, Simeon was still.
I'm happy that they were able to hear, though.
Yeah.
Because allowed them to hear
what was going on.
To try to kill you.
So I got a little bit of hope.
There's a little hope.
I got a little bit of hope.
The light is a little dim, but I don't know. Again, the people chose him. So far, we know. Verse 34. Which when Bacchidus understood, he came near to the Jordan with all his hosts upon the Sabbath.
There they go with that Sabbath.
Oh, man. Now Jonathan had sent his brother Jonathan. Hold on.
So
now let me read this.
Yakana.
Yeah, I can read it better. Now Jonathan had sent his brother Yakana, a captain of the people, to pray his friends, the Nabathim, that they might leave with them their carriage, which was much. But the children of Jambri came out of Medeba, that's it today, and took Yochanan and all that he had, and went their way with it. After this came word to Jonathan and Shimeon his brother, that the children of Jambri made a great marriage, and were bringing the bridge from Nadabatha with a great train, as being the daughter of one of the great princes of Canaan. Therefore they remembered Yochanan their brother, and went up and hid themselves under the covert of the mountain, where they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, There was much ado and great carriage, and the bridegroom came forth, and his friends and brethren to meet them with drums and instruments of music and many weapons.
Okay, wait, who married? Okay, let me. Jonathan has sent his brother Yochanan to the friends of to whoever to be them. So
Yeah.
to ask them something, just pray that they or ask them that they may leave their carriage.
Yeah, because they had a lot of stuff. Brother came back
But
married.
the children of Jambri came out and took Yochanan. Yeah, that's what it looks like. After this,
Yeah.
they gave her that the children. You out there getting married?
Listen,
Okay.
they just asked you to see if they don't
And
mind
you done
holding our
joined
stuff.
yourself with them.
So, wow. Then Jonathan and they that were with him rose up against them from the place where they lay in ambush, and made a slaughter of them in such sort as many fell down dead, and the remnant fled into the mountains, and they took all their spoils. Thus was the marriage turned into mourning, and the noise of their melody into lamentation. So when they had avenged fully the blood of their brother, they turned again to the marsh of the Jordan. Okay. Now when Barnabas heard thereof, he came on the Sabbath unto the banks of the Jordan with a great power. Then Jonathan said to his company, let us go up now and fight for our lives, for it stands not with us today as in time past. For behold, the battle is before us and behind us, and the water of the Jordan on this side and that side, the marsh likewise and wood. Neither is there a place for us to turn aside. Wherefore cry ye now unto heaven, that ye may be delivered from the hand of your enemies.
So basically, we're surrounded.
We're surrounded.
So cry to Yahuwah now. You wasn't doing nothing before, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Right. Cry to Yahuwah now because we're surrounded.
Yeah.
No so we might as well just fight. We might as well fight because.
Yep. Mm-hmm. With that they joined battle, and Jonathan stretched forth his hand to smite Barnabas, but he turned back from him. Then Jonathan and they that were with him leaped into the Jordan and swam over unto the other bank. Howbeit the others passed not over the Jordan unto them. That was creative. So there were slain of Barnabas' side that day about 8,000 men. Afterwards returned Barnabas to Jerusalem and repaired the strong cities in Yehuda, the fort in Jericho, and Yamim, and Bet Horon, and Bet El, and Timnah, and Pharathoni, and Tapporach. These did he strengthen with high walls, with gates, and with bars. And in them he set a garrison that they might work malice upon Yasharel. He fortified also the city of Bethshura and Gazam and the tower, and put forces in them and provision of victuals. Besides, he took the chief men's son in the country for hostages and put them into the tower of Jerusalem to be kept.
So basically, I'm wondering why when Jonathan stretched forth his hand to smite Bacchus, he turned back. Why didn't you kill him? In verse 48, why'd you let him? No, verse 47. Why'd you let him go? That's your enemy. Now look what he did. He done got over there and started building up forts and everything in your country. You see how it says he was?
Yes, he did. He actually did. I thought it was a whole plan.
I thought for a minute that was going to be a trick too, but it's not. And now they took the chief men's sons, or the people who should be the rulers, and made them hostages.
And made them
put them in that tower. Yep, they pretty much put them in jail.
Yeah, and made them bait because they knew that they're gonna come to get them, or try to get them out. Wow. Moreover, in the 153rd year, in the second month, Alcimus, oh, we ain't heard him in a while,
Okay.
commanded that the wall of the inner court of the sanctuary should be pulled down. He pulled down also the works of the prophets. Ooh, okay. And as he began to pull down, even at that time, Alcimus plagued, and his enterprises hindered, for his mouth was stopped, and he was taken with a palsy, so that he could no more speak anything, nor give order concerning his house.
So basically, he builds all these towers and stuff, but this man,
Yeah, but he was
went after the temple.
Yeah,
he went after the temple.
Yep.
And Yahuwah was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little something, something.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him something with his mouth that is made. But I wonder if that was lockjaw. Yeah,
You
he
ain't
can't even talk. He can't even talk.
And then gave him palsy.
Mm-hmm. Nor give order concerning this. Yeah.
Yep.
You can't talk more like, look, you attacked the house. Like, Yahuwah is showing, don't get crazy.
I'm still
I'm still yes. Yes.
I don't care how hard headed. Yeah. That's like a parent. Like, I don't care how my kids are. I'm still their parent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get with them, but you ain't gonna get with them.
Yeah. Yeah. You this right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to let you know your God is not greater than me.
Absolutely.
Don't get it twisted. Because you all up in the land and you there because I let you. Yeah. Because there's some crazy people over there acting crazy. Acting like the enemy, they need to be punished.
They need to be punished. So Alcimus died at that time with a great torment. Now when Bahidas saw that Alcimus was dead, he returned to the king, whereupon the land of Yahuda was in rest.
He just heard that the man died, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to get up out of Jerusalem. Yeah. I think I'll leave, take a little vacation.
Yeah. And gave him peace for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then all the wicked men held a council, saying, behold, Jonathan and his company are at ease, and dwell without care. Now therefore we will bring Bahidas hither, who shall take them all in one night. So they went and consulted with him. Then removed he and came with a great host, and sent to St0ryTim privily to his adherents in Yahuda, that they should take Jonathan and those that were with him. Howbeit they could not, because their counsel was known unto them. Y'all gonna always let you know,
because that's the remnant.
Yeah,
because they're going for the remnant that still keeps the Torah, and so Yahuwah's letting them know they're coming for you.
They coming for you.
Yep, I'm gonna need you. Get up. Let's go.
Let's go. Wherefore they took of the men of the country that were authors of that mischief about 50 persons and slew them. Yeah, because you see a little leaven.
Yeah.
The whole, we got to get you out. And at that point, you are the seed of Hasatan anyway. Afterwards, Jonathan and Shimeon and they that were with him got them away to Bet-Besi, which is in the wilderness, and they repaired the decays thereof and made it strong. Which thing when Bahidas knew, he gathered together all his hosts and sent word that we were going to start on Monday at 6 p.m.
Okay, I'm going to mark this because this is plot twisty. So basically the ones that were still keeping the Torah, Yahuwah warned, and they're now in the wilderness. It must have been some kind of fortress they already had built up in the wilderness. They're there.
Remember they did. They took those bricks and put them in the wilderness, remember? And they were waiting for a prophet to tell them what to do.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're there, and then what's his name?
Bibi, I don't know.
Yeah,
Bahidas
heard about it, and now he said we going after them because basically they don't want a Maccabee left.
No,
they don't want nobody that keeps the Torah left, let alone a Maccabee, because they know they've already been through all this trouble.
Yeah,
and so, but there's this remnant still, and look how small this remnant is.
This remnant is small, and so listen. Small. We got first Maccabees, second Maccabees, third Maccabees, fourth.
Yeah,
I'm so
like
nervous
what is
right
the
now.
world? But we see that Roman takeover, that switch.
I'm so and that's probably what they didn't want us to see, the Roman hands.
The Roman switch. And so then we know how you got there.
Yeah.
We know all your little tactics. We know we can look at the world and see it now.
Yes.
But
and you're still trying to take out the remnant.
You still trying with the Torah. Like we said, they'll accept anything but the Torah.
And you're censoring us.
Yep.
Yeah, anything, yeah. Oh man. Y'all notice how the wicked of Yasharel are nameless? Y'all notice how the wicked of Yasharel. Yeah,
it's not they just call wicked and evil men. Well, who wrote that? Very observant.
Auntie Shani, she showed
very observant.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Linda goes on to say, edge of my seat.
Yeah, this is good.
Listen, I don't even have nails, but this is nail biting good.
Yeah.
Clean answer.
I'm glad I have on black today with a little bit of white because my grandpa's gone.
Right. Come on, Covenant. Come on. They did all of this for us.
Yeah. Wow. Talk about plot. This is a mini series.
It is.
This is a mini series.
We're not even in the thick of it though.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
We only in what chapter 10?
We know we ain't made it to 10. We up here in chapter 9, verse 64.
9, y'all. We not even in the thick of it. This is about to be
off the chain crazy.
But
you know what? Still, like, you still see. I hope everyone is seeing the parallels with the world today. And I know you've never seen Game of Thrones, but I'm sorry. I think they stole some stuff. I'm gonna read a little further, but every time you thought like the right person was gonna be on the throne, they end up dead.
Oh, just like you thought. At least I thought that Yehuda was gonna be like towards the end of Maccabees.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was gonna die at the end.
I thought he was gonna die at the end of Maccabees, and then we was gonna go into the second Maccabees. But Brother Man just like chapter 8, okay?
And I think what Maccabees is doing, you know how they used to tell us that, Yahuwah was silent for 400 years and he didn't speak to them. I think this is covering, and then John the Baptist came, but this clearly he was acting. Like Yahuwah was still acting through his people. Yes. They got to be wicked, and as we can see, there's only a remnant left. Like you said, we still have first Maccabees. But we see that shift. How? Because you always wonder where the Romans come from.
Yeah, how did they even get there? Like, how is it even in that statute? Like, why are they even mentioned?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
because even when you think about the 66, it's like, okay, they got carried away, and now Yeshua comes on the scene, and now all of a sudden the Romans are there. How they get there? We're never told because it's here in Maccabees.
It's in Maccabees, and you see how they get in there.
Yeah, and we see that this is our government.
Yes. Absolutely, straight mirror.
So they went snatch.
Yep, mirror on the wall.
Senators, president, all that.
Absolutely. Oh wow. Ooh. Well, with that being said, y'all, don't worry about that.
Yeah, at least we're on time for our meeting.
No, we don't have one.
Oh, that's right. That's good because I'm in mourning right about now.
Listen, I'm in pain.
I'm good though,
and I'm in disbelief because they could have let him live. At least to chapter 20 something. I knew he couldn't live forever though, because people had to depend on what they
they were starting to depend
on him. Codependent. Like, yes. What do I know? And
they were starting to depend on him, and
he couldn't help that though. But he was always showing them, go to the Father. Yeah. Cry out to the Father.
And that could very well be why Yahuwah took them. Like they're not getting it. You got it,
but
they ain't got it.
They're being codependent.
They're dependent on you. That's why you leave here, they're falling apart.
Absolutely.
Why? I'm still Yah.
After all
just
of
come
that
to
stuff,
me. Yeah.
All them battles, and you just give in like that.
Yeah. So they had their hope in Yehuda. Yehuda had his hope in Yahuwah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. We shouldn't. I'm telling y'all, if y'all can learn something, learn it. Have your hope
Yeah.
in Yahuwah. Yeah, I don't even know, like, yes, trust your leadership, but you gotta ask, if your leadership was off the scene,
yeah,
what would you do?
Would you fall
It
apart?
should be the same exact thing that your leadership had put in place. That was blessed and approved by Yahuwah.
Yep. You should go to Yahuwah and say, who got next? Basically. Who's next?
You shouldn't be falling apart, and you shouldn't be letting all this your old lifestyle creep in. And, wait a minute, sir. What is this? None of that should be.
Yeah. Bow down to old gods and
Right. Going back to a Torahless life. Your life should look the same no matter who's in front of you.
And we see that even like when people, if someone leaves the assembly that we thought was really, really strong, but you're gonna fall apart.
You're gonna fall apart. It should.
Was you there for them?
Yeah.
What you here for?
Absolutely. That's right. That's fact.
Who is your trust in?
Who is your trust in? Listen, this right here. Listen, I ate earlier, but this just really just topped that. Now I'm really, really full. You know, really, really full. This right here is substance.
It really is. Like,
with that, I mean, for real. With that being said, we're gonna see y'all.
We're gonna Shabbat Shalom up out of here. See y'all in the morning at fellowship.
Peace. Wow.